So last time in our anime, we saw that Ruto got a lead to return back to Sphere, but that's in the trash zone where trash beasts appear randomly. One moment everything is calm, but the second, boom. A trash beast appears right beneath them and eats anyone in a flash. So to prevent that, Cleaners gets a protective spell casted on them, sort of like a painting on their body and mask. Cleaners HQ has one giver with that skill, but he likes to work at his own pace, so our group traveled to the canvas town to find Gob, another giver with similar ability, but sadly he died before they arrived, but he has chosen his successor. Those who have high aptitude to become a giver can inherit vital instruments too, which raises questions about Ruto's gloves. Was Regdo a giver too? We'll find that out later, but for now, Remlin did a good job of making Ruto a clown to mess with him. And Engine thought he gets what kind of person every artist giver chose as an heir, but the mayor never understands their choice because artist givers tell their history and about themselves through art, like Remlin here. He needs permission from the owner for his powers to work, and just like him, other givers want that too. Throughout all the artist givers, their powers have been similar most of the time, but sometimes things get different for them. Now Engine tried to use his brain cells to understand this artist giver, but clearly if he goes any deeper into conversation his head would blast, so Mayor holds him back just in case he vents out on Remlin. And Remlin gets to work and decided to do a tattoo of reduced damage buff on Ruto. This was seriously ridiculous because Remlin just changed the vital instrument in a way that none of the previous owners were able to do. But in any case, they just need temporary measures, so Remlin turns it back to his brush to draw. He painted on everyone's back, and as soon as things got done they came out to see them off. At the gate, those two goons who couldn't enter were still waiting, and the moment they saw the vital instrument on Remlin's hand they blasted at the mayor for giving it to a kid. They think they are more suitable and deserving of that instrument than a random kid because they won an art contest. Just from their speech anyone could tell just how low life they are, and the proof of it is that they can't even enter the town because the gates ward off all people with bad intentions. That's why the mayor sends them off, and before leaving Engine told the old man to take it easy, and their Ruto also thanked Remlin for the help. So that's how our guys took off from the town, but Ruto still has to get his mask from HQ. But before that, Engine decided to treat the guy and brought him to a dumpster. It never hurts to be prepared in advance, so Engine told him to pick out a few things he fancies, but one TV suddenly showed a guy with the same gloves as Ruto. Then we came back at HQ and got greeted by the spellcaster of the Cleaners. He finally made the mask with protection for Ruto, and he also made sure to draw the face that's most suitable to Ruto according to his size and character. For size, he sneaked into Ruto's room when he was asleep, and Rio found it amazing timing, because Ruto only sleeps for 3 or 4 hours a day. But what's more surprising is that he's Aishia's older brother. Seriously, one is a freak and another one is shy. Aishia was embarrassed that her brother acts this way, so our group ignores them to be on their merry way. But before that, Engine and others cut their finger a little and put that blood onto Ruto's chakra. Now they can communicate easily with this, and Ruto had never seen a tech like this in Sphere. But now Ruto also had to bleed just like them, and everyone looked like they want to suck him dry. After completing that, they hit the road, and Engine saw Ruto brought a little too much trash with him. Still, it's not that bad because trouble will arrive the moment they step foot in the trash zone, and Ruto was fully ready for this. The place was called Penta, the desert of trash in no man's land, and right from the instant they stepped in, literally a trash beast came out to welcome them warmly. Engine gives them all free hand to enjoy. So Ruto got down with others in a new and fully awesome gas mask of his. It really suits him. But on the other hand, raiders like Jaeger also got the news that Ruto was in Penta Desert right now. And Tom was making records of the trash beasts that they encounter. First up was the scorpion-type trash beast, and man, Rio was absolutely badass as she was slicing up those rusted metal bugs. One debris from her fight went all the way to where Zanka was, and the trash beast took it personally and attacked Zanka. But he too takes the beast head-on for a fight. Then Zanka flanks it and pins all the nails from his vital instrument in that beast. But things never end without a flashy fight now, do they? That's why Engine took the role to deliver that flashy move and destroyed the whole herd of this beast. Now only one thing remained, and they let Ruto handle it. But the woman they were finding out felt their presence, and I gotta admit it, the moment she came into the scene the music went insane, like the sort of metal music you find in Hollywood. Anyway, Ruto killed this beast easily, and Engine at the time was checking out the area. Meanwhile, Gree was scolding Tom for being reckless, but she reminds Gree that her job is to make records of all the trash beasts they encounter, so she could have forget if she had backed out. Besides, Their job is to protect them while she makes her records, and then, Ruto felt someone was just beside him, but Delman and Tamsi showed up to cloud his judgment. They were proud of him for doing a good job, but suddenly they went silent and Ruto saw a girl approaching, murmuring to herself that this lot surely came to find her. Omo was her name and she appears like wind that no one were able to sense. But a woman in this trash genre is precisely who they were looking for. But finding her this easily was weird, so Rio asked her directly if she knows anything about Sphere or the border that connects the ground to it. Amo said yes, but they can go to her place because she forgot to bring her mask. It was fishy, so Rio thought to go there herself, but Engine disagreed to let her take such a risk and chose that everyone will go together, and if push comes to shove. Engine decided to take her on, and at best he can hold back to keep her alive, but the moment he arrived at her house he kicked the bucket and passed out, spitting out his saliva. And this is where our episode ends, on an evil cliffhanger, so stay tuned to watch the next episode, and if you don't want to miss it then subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. So till then, take care.